Mm-hmm. When I do, when I am, when I do, when I am. Give a chance for people to pop on in. When I do. What up, A to the Jizzy? A to the Jizzy. What's up, man? Let's see if I can turn this my way right there. Okay. Flip it. What the fuck is flip? Oh, I see why I'm in portrait mode. There we go. Flip that, man. Hey, there we go. What's the fucking dealio? You ready for week one? Hell yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I'm ready, ready, ready. Ready, ready. So I just popped on here. I wasn't doing shit, man. Off today. Like, let me. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. And make sure my audio is nice and. So make sure the audio is. You can hear me at least. Am I ready? Man, I'm ready, man. I'm fucking ready as shit. Hell yeah, I'm ready for this shit to get to going, man. I'm ready for this shit to count. I mean, I don't want to rush it because like as it starts, it's over. You know what I mean? Shit, like the season is so fucking short, you know. But I'm ready, man. I'm ready to root. I'm ready to yell. I'm ready to scream. I don't think it's for me not as much as we normally have. You know how we was, flipping out and shit on Rogers and shit. But I feel like I'm still gonna be. I'm gonna do more rooting. I'm gonna be more not as critical. Um, but I mean, this year I'm not as happy as I should be. Mm, I mean, you should, bro. I think you know for how we gonna start going this way instead of this way. Like I think we a team on the rise, bro, and um, just seeing how that last preseason game played out. I mean, of course, it's preseason, and we got some people like Big Nate who kind of like, man, them motherfucking games don't count. They count, bro, because they they show you how your GM is performing in the draft. I mean, I think we definitely younger. I think we're a lot faster, and that to me that's a good thing. This league is getting faster, it's getting younger. Um, if you want to look at some young teams, you got Philly, you got the Bengals. Most of the older teams are getting phased out, man. The 40-year-old quarterbacks, man, they get phased out, man. You got Herbert, you got Love now, you got uh, uh, Fields, you got Lamar, you got Allen, you got Mahomes. He's reaching his prime. Um, you got Tua. People like Kirk Cousins and these motherfuckers is finna get phased out, and that's why I feel like the Packers need to come in and dominate teams like Detroit and set them back because them going with Jared Goff instead of still trying to find um their franchise quarterback, and that's what sets teams apart from others who will rather try to rent. Look at LA. I mean, they got a good fucking this new quarterback they got over there. This dude short as fuck. Is this it's not Staten or something like that. What's the Rams? The little short dude they fucking drafted. He look good. But the league is getting younger. Um, ain't no more of the old veterans, like Reggie White, all that type of shit. Like it's like, people getting laps now. It's like um, ain't no more of those Charles Woodsons and Donald Drivers and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like look at Bernard Hopkins. Did I say Bernard Hopkins? That's boxing, y'all. I'm tripping. But look at DeAndre Hopkins. Um, those type of wide receivers and shit, man. You kind of get to the point where you're still good, but you don't have that longevity like like Jerry Rice and people of that caliber. You know what I'm saying? Where you're around 10 or 15 years and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything's getting younger, man. And you know, Love and the competition he has to deal with. Every team in this league is beatable. The Chiefs are beatable. The Bengals, they're beatable. The Jets, they're beatable. Everybody's beatable on every week. You know what I mean? So it's just the level of players. If this team this year makes the playoffs, none of us are gonna be thinking about this guy getting drafted and win. Now, of course, could we have picked a wide receiver or something? But I don't even think Goot, even if he didn't pick Jordan Love, he wasn't going with a Justin Jefferson or whoever else was in that draft that year at that pick. He wasn't. He wasn't. And people need to start looking at the success we have had at quarterback drafted in the first round, rather than the success of wide receiver. We never had to pick a wide receiver in the first round. We never had to. Tell Devontae that. Tell Donald Driver that. Tell Greg Genius that. Tell Jordy Nelson that. Tell James Jones that. Tell them. I'm guaranteeing all those guys would have felt like they were a first round pick. You think if people knew the production and how Jordy Nelson fucking played, he wouldn't win in the first round? You think if people seen the production of Greg Jennings and some of those guys we had, Devontae Adams, you think Devontae Adams wouldn't have probably been, if people knew what he was going to pan out to be, a number one pick? I honestly feel if we didn't draft Love, Goot would have drafted Patrick Queen. Yeah, he would have went elsewhere. He wouldn't have. He would. He's not gonna take. We just gotta accept that. That's a pill. That's a big fucking pill we gotta swallow. Goot is not ever possibly going to ever pick a fucking wide receiver in the first round. He will pick a lineman, a linebacker, a tackle, anything. Probably not a running back, But edge, he will pick any of those positions in the first round over a wide receiver. We just have had that type of luck. We have been blessed with great wide receivers over the years. Why? Because of the quarterback too. The quarterback made those guys. But even in that situation, he didn't. He didn't. They were just great. They were just great. Zane, what's going on? So, as I say that to say this, I just feel that the Packers in this current situation, in this current team I'm looking at, player, that Jordan Love has the potential to thrive in his offense, to thrive, to not only take his shots, but LaFleur is going to make sure that, again, remember we was talking about that last stream yard about getting Jordan in a rhythm. And if you get him in a rhythm, you get him hot, you give him confidence, you get the ball out of his hands some plays, you run routes that he's familiar with. He loves going over the middle. He loves it. He loves it. But as we've seen in practice, he'll take a shot. Maybe it's for the better that he doesn't draft a wide receiver in the first. The market for the wide receiver will die soon. And then all these teams that drafted one early in the rounds will start to look stupid. That's it. I mean, one thing about the league is wide receivers are come on now. They're you can find a wide receiver. You can find one off the fucking street. That is no problem. Especially if the quarterback can get the ball to them. I think things like linemen are more important than wide receiver. Your quarterback is definitely your quarterback is what your franchise live and die by. But your offensive lineman protecting that franchise player, that's where Jordan Love will thrive. It will give him the potential to thrive because the Packers have always addressed the offensive line. They have always had an all pro. They have always had a pro bowler. They have always been able to plug. I mean, ever since Bulaga was gone, that's the only time we really had issues with the right tackle position. But as long as this franchise can still draft and develop that offensive line to protect whatever person is back there, they're going to always have a chance and always be in the game. And have that success with the running game too, because the running game helps the passing game, especially with Green Bay, to play action. A generation linebacker lineman is definitely a more valuable asset than a great wideout. Thank you. There you go. Pressure and protection. PP. We ain't talking nothing X-rated. But the P and the P on both sides. Pressure and protection. If you could protect any quarterback that's back there, you can win. If you can provide pass rush, you can disrupt whatever quarterback is across from you. Protection and pass rush get you far in this league. Do you think we should bring in do you think we should bring in a middle linebacker since Campbell is hurt? Or can Quay or McDuffie do good there? So what happened to Campbell? Y'all fill me in. Did he get a strain? If it ain't an ACL or nothing like that, I have no worries. I don't know if you guys know what's the timetable on the injury, how severe the injury is. If it's some season ending, you need to find somebody. You know, I still don't think Quay is there yet. I don't think he's great to play off of Campbell. But if Campbell is out for a significant period of time, I think they need to try to insert uh, somebody established already. But if he's gone for a while, man, that's a big that's a fucked up situation, especially going into week one where it's just yeah when we trying to roll in Soldier Field with momentum. Um, it's just all about momentum, man. With this team, I think this team is definitely going to rally around each other, um, rally and do what they do. But yeah, to answer your question, Zane, you can't replace an All Pro back there. If you guys in here can fill me in on how long and how severe the injury is, and then I can kind of go from there. But I didn't hear anything. I looked on there today. I didn't see anything about uh, Campbell being hurt or getting hurt or anything like that. Yeah, but if it is, it's bummer. Um, He's one of the quarterbacks on the defense. He gets players in position. He gets players set. He gets players on the ball. He's the one who the calls are sent to. Um, so losing him, of course, that's your QB of your defense right there. And yeah, that would suck. That would suck bad. That would be um pretty heartbreaking for him to not be out there week one when we need all troops on the field. And that's my thing with this whole preseason shit and this fucking, practice shit is you got guys out there been doing this shit for a long time. You got guys out there been doing this. I mean, of course you gotta be game ready. You gotta be in game shape. You gotta be in game shape. You gotta get the reps. I understand that. But you don't have to go 100 fucking miles an hour every fucking down, and that's when strains and pulls and Achilles and MCLs and shit like that happens, and I hate to see that because a guy like Campbell, he shouldn't, unless he hurt himself getting out of bed this morning, he shouldn't be on the field putting in that much effort where he has to hurt something. You know what I'm saying? So, that's pretty disheartening, for him to be hurt because he's integral. He's I believe it's a bad ankle injury. I don't know, man. That's the way the cards are dealt sometimes. Let's see if I can go on here and see anything, man. That's pretty fucked up, man. That's pretty fucking significant, man, for him to go down and that's that's one of the players we need. But like I said, these motherfuckers don't need to be going. Certain players don't need to be going. If you ain't a rookie or you ain't a motherfucker who need to be proving themselves, you shouldn't be out there doing 100 fucking miles an hour, bro. You should. You know what to do. You need to be ready week one, bro. And yeah, I mean, you've been out a year. Yeah, of course. You wanna get up to speed and chill. You wanna get the tempo of the game. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why you're out there, but do you have to be out there? No, no. I think playing a defensive position and something like that is different than like when Rodgers would take off preseason. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't play a snap, and then week one he fucking terrible. You know what I'm saying? Especially the last 2 years, he was fucking terrible. But no excuse for him to be out there twisting. I mean, it can happen any play. You can fucking, I say, you can walk up and down your steps and twist your ankle. You can, but that's significant, man. I said that's your QB. You know what I'm saying? And right now we need all hands on deck. We got to be able to stop um, everything these teams are finna start throwing at us. Week 1, man, that's the Bears game. That's I'm hoping and I'm praying they don't require any surgery or anything like that. But fuck, man. What can you say, man? What can you say, man? What can you say? That boy Bernard trying to jump on in. It's fucked up though. So I don't like seeing no players going down and hurt. Who playing right now? Cleveland. Oh shit. I heard Packer and Pats had about 7 fights yesterday, and Quay wasn't part of that. Love to see the growth. Yeah, he definitely don't need to be out there fighting and shit. He needs to definitely be using his head. What the fuck? Uh, he don't definitely need to be. I think he learned his lesson, man. I think he definitely understands that he's more valuable on the field than off the field. So let's see here. They got the Jets. They got the Cowboys ranked 6th overall. Like, yeah, right. So the Jaguars are number 10. Ain't that something? So we outside the top 10, of course. But that's how I want to be, y'all. I want to be under the radar. I don't want to be. I want them to doubt us, man. We definitely come in every game, man, as the underdog. I want to come in as the underdog. I don't want to come in as the favorite all the time. And they don't know what they're gonna get. They know they're getting a young player, but like I said, I feel that Jordan is up to speed, man. He knows the game's slowing down for him. You know, so got the Browns and the Eagles are playing right now. The Bengals and the Falcons. Let me see if I can go to NFL Network, man. Oh, they playing the game on NFL Network. Fuck. Okay. Well, let me see if I can go to. Yes, that's super disheartening though, man. I hope Campbell, fucking gets a chance to rehab that and get back to where he was, man. It's fucked up, bro. Who was it? James Jones on the speak. You Justin Field. Oh fuck this thing. My remote. Love had a solid practice on Wednesday in the defensive line. Yeah, that's what's up. Well, yeah, wait, talking about nothing on goddamn. Hmm. TNA. She still asleep. See if I can see anything on. NFL live on. Ooh. Damn. Ravens got Jadeveon Clowney. 6 million. 2 years ago, wow. A dominant threat for the Browns, or last year, in which he just had 2 sacks in 10 games. But this is a team that lost Calais Campbell in free agency, so they felt like they needed to add somebody, and they did so in Jadeveon Clowney. Wow. And let's stay in Baltimore because we got some good health news for this team. J.K. Dobbins, a full team drill participant for the first time of training camp. Now, Dobbins, we haven't known a ton about what his injury was, only that he didn't start training camp. Back on the field, Rashad Bateman as well returning to practice. Fuck is this? Ooh, you still talking, mama? Oh. I can talk to you. My bad, y'all. Talking to the wizard. What did he say? When are you and Big Nate gonna drop a video? I don't know. I want to do it before week 1. So we're gonna hit y'all with that content. So don't even trip. Don't even trip. I think I'm gonna come back on here later on, try to round up the troops. And I was bored. I ain't had nothing else to do. So I was like, let me jump on here for a second. But I'll be back, man. Come back on here later. Hopefully, we get some more people come in. Go from there. I'll holler at y'all in a minute, man.